Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Yeah, I know we're not shooting stuff anymore. If you see the new name of the channel, it's trucks and stuff, because that's kind of what we do now. We kind of fix stuff and make stuff run really fast, and then it blows up, and then we fix it again. We make stuff run and fix stuff. Got several project trucks. And today, this actually isn't my project truck. This is kind of my daily. And we're going to replace the speed sensor. She's a 95 f250. If the gauges don't tell you, that wheel right there, back there behind the turbo boost gauge. Yeah, 7 tree with a 5-speed. And anyways, the speed sensor. So whenever you go down the road, your needle's just going to jump and jump and jump and just go back and forth. And you can kind of tell how fast you're going. You really can't. It's just really a pain. Because you're like, I might be speeding, or I might be going like 20. You don't really know. And this 7.3 going 20 feels like you're going to like take off and touch the moon. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys how to replace that and like where it's at. Okay, so this here on your rear axle, this is your speed sensor. And by the way, this is a 250 with a Dana 80 dually rear. I bought it off the guy like that. I probably wouldn't have done that, but whatever. I'm probably just gonna leave it. I don't know, I might switch it back. And there's one little bolt that goes into it, and then you hook your clip up. That's really about it. Okay, so your bolt up here is just gonna be a 9/16, and yeah, see, she just broke right loose. And if you have trouble with it breaking loose, it's probably because your truck's old like mine. Happens. And you're just gonna take your bolt out, and then this here, the piece is probably gonna be a little tight. It should though just come right up. You're gonna have to wiggle her a little bit. Yep. There's gonna be a little pressure come out of there. Then you're just gonna unhook your wire, and then you're gonna put your new one on. Put her back in, put the bolt in, and hopefully it works. If it doesn't, I mean, it's whatever. Put your new one in. Put your bolt in. Look at that, it's even fancy. It's fancy and blue. Look at that. Oh yeah, and by the way, this truck has a Super Duty fuel system. I'm just going to go over what all's done to it. Super Duty fuel system, 2 pumps right there. It's 4-wheel drive because we live in PA. We need that Super Duty fuel pump, because the old pumps on these was up in the valley of the motor. And it's kind of if you ask me, it's kind of a dumb design. It's like a little inline pump, and your filter's on top of the motor. It's kind of stupid. But the guy before me, I don't know why he didn't just put a FAS pump on it. I really don't. I probably would have if I would have done it. And I might do that eventually. It has a TS6 6-position tuner, dual disc Valor clutch, and Super Duty intercooler, and injectors. We don't know what size injectors they are, but let's just say on Tune 3 she'll smoke the road out. So we don't know what size injectors, but they're probably pretty rowdy. Now what you're going to do, whenever you put your new sensor in, you're going to make sure your seal comes out with your old one. That's why, like, I just brought the truck home from work, so yeah, your fluid's going to be hot, there's going to be pressure. But with that pressure, it's going to help bring your seal out. You just want to make sure that comes out and that your new one seats in good. Then just tighten your bolt down and we'll hook the clip back up. Okay, sensor's on. Now we're going to, oh yeah, I got pillar gauges too. And we're going to see. She is a little cool. It's been like an hour or so since I ran it. And another thing, these have a clutch safety sensor on them that whenever you start it, you have to push a clutch. Like mine was like junk. You had to push a clutch like clean to the floor and then wiggle it just to get it started. So what you're going to want to do clutch safety switch is right up there. And on that clip, there's going to be two wires. The two wires that are closest to the end, the ones on the end, pull, and the next up. You're going to take those two wires and hook them together and just put a wire nut on them. And you don't even have to push a clutch to start it. There you go. Oh yeah, and by the way, that little clunking you're hearing, yeah, that's my throwout bearing, because the idiot that put the clutch in this didn't put a new throwout bearing in it, and it's pretty damn annoying. So one of these days I'm gonna have to drop my trans and shit and put a new one in it. That's not gonna be fun. Let's just drive around the yard a little bit, because it should, if we can get it going fast enough, because it would just sit here and bounce. So it should be enough, even going this slow, that it registers good. Oh yeah. Yeah, before it would just sit here and bounce. So that's it for today. I just wanted to make a video to get the channel rolling. And one of these days, we're gonna start working on my other project truck. We'll do some more stuff to it. It needs a lot of work. And this truck here obviously isn't perfect. It still needs some body work, and it's gonna get repainted. I'm gonna do that throwout bearing eventually, and some other stuff, just odds and ends stuff. And I guess shout out to Muffler Dilly 101. It's my uncle. He has a small channel he's starting up, and go give him a subscribe. He does a lot of like small engine work and stuff like that. Like, does a bunch of work with chainsaws and stuff and little engines, and like he did a carb rebuild for or not a carb rebuild, it was something for a Farmall 560. And anyways, just give us a subscribe and a like and pass the word. Let's get this channel blown up.